Oh, hi. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Forward Friday. Hey, Dani. Hey, Cindy. How are you this
Hello.
morning?
Good.
I'm good. This is proof you can show up for lives anyway. Forward Fridays, just show up as you are.
We should have just did wet hair,
Wet hair day.
wet hair
Hair
day. Yeah, I
Wednesday.
would have been in on that. You should have called me. It would have saved me like an hour. Well, welcome everyone to Forward Friday. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you go to StreamYard.com/Facebook so they can grant permission so we can see your name. And if you have any questions or anything, we can maybe answer those for you. So, welcome to Forward Friday. I'm Melissa Lavigne, and my wonderful support here, women, are Dani Green from Higher Path Healing. She is rocking people's world, you guys, right now with helping people heal and grow. I just love her so much. We also have wonderful Morrison with Leadership Academy. And if you have not been to one of her Brave retreats or any of her retreats, they will change your life. Unfortunately, she couldn't make it with us today, but she'll be here next week. So here at Forward Friday, we focus on, and sorry, Cindy, we have Cindy.
Hello. Hi.
We have our guest Cindy, and she's gonna introduce herself here in a few minutes. You'll get to hear lots from her today. But here at Forward Friday, we focus on how we move forward and navigate through life because it matters. We host every Friday at 9:30, and we visit about leadership, mindset, life balance, career, spirituality, money, health, relationships, news, and whatever else happens to come to mind, whatever gets thrown our way. So I am so excited to have you, Cindy, here today. So please tell the group a little bit about yourself.
Well, it looks like we have a few comments. You want to see
Yay,
who's on
already.
here?
Wow.
Yeah, let's see who's on
How do you
there.
find that?
We're just going to scroll
Where
down
do you
on the
look?
right hand side. See where it says new comments? You're just going to scroll all the way down on the comment section
Ooh.
Great.
and then just click it, and then they'll display
Look at that.
underneath.
Oh, we got Stephanie watching. Hi, Stephanie.
Woohoo. Yeah, just click it, and then you could actually display it under our pictures.
Ooh, awesome.
There you
Oh,
go.
I love it. Ooh, I love all the stuff I'm learning about StreamYard from you, Cindy.
Thank you.
So tell all of our listeners who don't know you already, which probably most of them do, but for those who don't know you, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, how much of a backstory would you like?
Just a quick little
You
30
can
second
tell more during your speaking. Just let
elevator
us know what
pitch.
yeah. Elevator pitch for now, and then you'll be able to speak in a few minutes.
Well, I'll just kind of tell you my backstory because it's kind of a crazy one. So I actually, out of high school, ended up working at UPS, and I told myself, well, do I really want to work at UPS the rest of my life? I'm going to have bad back, all that fun stuff. So I ended up following my first dream to become a chef. So I was a chef for 25 years, and during that time, I actually I wasn't really making that much money. I'm like, well, why don't I start the housekeeping business on the side? My parents had apartments. Why don't I do that? And then why don't I do like a catering company? So I wasn't making that much money. And I'm like, well, shoot, I'm making 7,000 a month doing this, doing my side businesses. And I'm going to leave the restaurant and I'm going to do this full time. And then in 2008, everything, I lost everything. I went from making 7,000, 8,000 a month into one housekeeping client of 180 bucks. And like, what am I going to do? So one of my clients said, you send really great cards and gifts. Why don't you do that for a small business? I said, that's a great idea. And, I think I'll start a social media management business. So I started that, and it got really crazy because I literally had my own business, but I was existing in my life. And so all I was doing is posting for people all day long. And while the time I got with my day, and yeah, I wasn't eating. It was just so crazy. And I'm like, you know what? Let me take a vacation. I've never taken a cruise, so I took the cruise. I fell in love with travel, and so that's my main baby. But my marketing one, is I have so much passion for helping people with marketing. You know, as you know, I do a StreamYard podcast mastery, so I teach people how to use this very platform. But during that time, I joined a company to help keep in touch, and so that was really helping me with doing that for my clients. And so now, all these years later, still doing travel, and the marketing company is just, it's so much fun, just teaching people how to market themselves, and then, you know, sending out the gratitudes. And then today I'm actually going to do a promo for you guys. So anybody who comes to your YouTube, and they subscribe and they comment, I will give them a 3-night giveaway hotel. If they actually share this broadcast from YouTube to Facebook, I'll give them a 5-night stay. So we're talking Mexico, Hawaii. Yeah, we could talk about that. So the key is
Wow.
for your audience to share what you're doing, because what you ladies are doing is so powerful. And I'm so pleased to be a part of your broadcast today.
Nice. Thank you so much for being here with us today and teaching me. Cindy sat with me and showed me how to do some fun things. Like, Dani, did you notice our pretty background?
Yes, beautiful.
Our logo up there now, thanks to Cindy and paying it forward and spending a little time with me. So thank you. Well, here at Forward Friday, we do top of mind. So what's on top of your mind today, Dani?
Well, this has to do with business, career, leadership, and what not to do. So if you are speaking for a group, and make sure you have all the parameters. So know when to sign in, how long the meeting is supposed to last. And also, if someone invites you to speak for a group, please schedule a meeting with that person prior to the event so you can go over who they are and go over what you intend to say and make sure it's a good match. So speaking is so much fun. I love it so much, but I've just learned the lesson of I need to be better prepared when I speak to a group. So take the time to meet with the group or the person that invited you to make sure your message is exactly what fits their worldview and paradigm. On the other hand, I expressed myself perfectly. I spoke from my heart, and I just expect the universe to use my words to bring healing to the planet. So that's the other side of the coin. A little bit of business tip today.
Ooh, everybody loves a little business tips. Got my heart here today. I love it. So on top of mind for me is in talking with Cindy all week, and I get goosebumps learning because has so much to share with us today. But on top of my mind was just the collaboration that Cindy and I were talking about. And we have Stephanie here. I think you're still watching, Stephanie, hopefully. It says one listener, and I bet it's her. But collaboration. And that's one thing that Stephanie and I did too, and created so much greatness with just collaborating. And we both had networking businesses, and, you would think that, oh, competition. No, we just don't believe in competition. And I have another gal friend, Melody. Maybe she's watching too, but she calls it co-opetition instead of competition or collaboration. It's working together and just doing what we can and working together, and just great things can happen when you all come together. And I have my saying back here, we are better together. So that's on top of my mind today. But so Cindy, you kind of gave us your backstory, but so the topic today that we were going to talk about was collaboration and a little bit of networking. So what's on top of your mind right now with all of that going on?
Well, hopefully Stephanie is still on here. And yeah, I've actually collaborated with her as well. I mean, we have similar types of businesses, but she actually helped me create the most amazing StreamYard podcast mastery package. Like, amazing. And just
oh yeah,
she says she's watching. What people get. Yeah. So yeah. Hey, Rockstar. Yeah, so basically, I'll train them StreamYard. I'll actually even get them a couple guests, and I'll actually work the back end as well. And yeah, so Stephanie, if you could post the link to the podcast mastery special, and also for people who maybe are a little shy of interviewing people, they could also take that StreamYard mastery just to learn this platform. Because StreamYard, the reason StreamYard is so powerful with subscribers on your YouTube, you actually need 1,000 subscribers. So with this mastery, I actually teach you how to go live from your StreamYard, and you're going to go simultaneously on your Facebook personal, your Facebook business, your Facebook group, and YouTube all at the same time. So it's just going to help with your algorithms and growing your brand.
Oh, awesome. Oh, we have Tammy here. Hi, Tammy.
Hi, Tammy.
Thank you for watching. Okay, so Stephanie said, give me a second. So well, we have some questions for you, Cindy. Dani, do you have any questions for Cindy?
Yes, absolutely. So, what are some Zoom or StreamYard etiquette tips? Like, not to show up with wet hair. I know that one. I've learned my lesson.
Well, that's not so bad as these others. Come to a Zoom in a robe, pajamas, not a good idea. If you're hungry, either eat before or turn your camera off. That is so crucial. I actually was on Blitzer yesterday. I didn't know if you guys heard about that, where you could do like the 2 minute like speed networking. And one of the people I talked to, whoever was in the background, was in her robe and she had a blanket over her. Yeah, so if you're gonna be impressive towards people that you meet, especially first impression, you want to dress to impress. Yeah, you don't want to be in your bedroom in a robe or with someone there that's in a robe and have a blanket over them. Yeah, it's all about being professional.
Yep. Amen to that. So tell us about this link that Stephanie put up really quick in case someone wasn't watching.
Well, that is to the promo. So there's a $99 promo. That's for people who just want to learn StreamYard. They don't want to be a podcaster. They just
Okay.
want to learn to do it for their brand, so they could go simultaneously on all the different networks. And
All
then
right.
there's a program, I believe, for 249. This is really powerful. So anybody who is a client of Stephanie over at BAM Connections, they get it for 249. And then there's another package that's a little bit higher. But if you click that link here on the comment section, you could actually go straight to the digital business card that'll explain everything that's included.
Ooh, a little collaboration. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So you were telling me about did you want to talk about the book?
Let's go into how to give a referral. Let's go into that.
Awesome. Yes. Referrals. Cindy is the referral goddess. Tell us
So
about it.
first off, I'm gonna tell you the difference. So there's been some people who reached out. Cindy, I gave you a referral for your travel and for your marketing company. I'm like, you did? Oh yeah, I sent it to you about 2 months ago. How did you send it to me? Oh, I gave somebody your website. I'm like, no. That's a lead. So, and I'm going to show you here shortly, but really quickly, if you're going to give a referral, my suggestion is best to do it through email. So this is actually a connection with Anthony Thomas and Stephanie Massman. So you want to keep the title the same for everything that you send out for referral. So this is connection referral, and then you do colon Stephanie Massman and Anthony Thomas, and then you put the date. So when you go back, because as the person who gives the referral, it's your responsibility to follow up with both parties. So you could actually go in there and send and resend that. I actually have my friend Jim Chong, and I give him a referral. He couldn't remember the person's number. And I'm like, well, I'll just go back into the email and I'll forward it and I'll resend that. So in the email, you just want to do a quick introduction. You're going to put each person's name, like a quick sentence about what they do or what their specialty is, their Facebook page, if they have a YouTube page. I like to put the Facebook personal so they could connect with them personally, and then of course their phone number. So super important to do that and to connect. And so as far as referrals, there's a couple different ways that you could give a referral. There's what I call the direct referral. So that would be someone who's looking for, let's say housekeeper. So they're looking for a housekeeper, right? So that's actually what they're looking for. And then I have what's called the connection referral. So that's the person, like, say, for instance, someone needs hypnosis. Dani does hypnosis, right? Yeah. Although that's what she does, I'm going to do a connection referral, which means someone that's in my sphere of influence that I know, like, and trust, and I'm just connecting both parties together. It's not necessarily a straight referral, but it's someone that Dani needs to know, because never turn away any relationship. So let's use network marketing, for example. So I'm in a network marketing company, someone else is in a network marketing company, and we never, ever are a part of their team or a part of their customer base. Never throw that relationship away, because everyone knows at least 200 people. So a lot of people will show me their presentation or vice versa, and they'll say, Cindy, I'm not really interested in what you're doing. I'm like, that's great. Your product really isn't a good fit for me as well, but I'm still going to connect you to people. And there's times where within 24, 48 hours, I could connect them to people. So just because you're not interested, it doesn't mean that the relationship stops there. That's very crucial to know. And then there's also another type of referral where I would contact both parties and I'll say, hey, Melissa is free on the 26th at 10 a.m. Are you good for that time? Oh, yeah, that works for me. I'm like, perfect. And so I actually make the appointment for them.
Ooh, that's good. Just get
Yeah.
it in the calendar. That's
Mhm.
that's genius. It really is. It's genius. And we were chatting earlier too about live events too. Like what's the best way to connect with somebody at a live event?
Do not be the selfish networker. So in my book, I actually talk about it. So it's how to be a referral and gratitude rock star. You can check it out on Facebook. And so I talk about the pay it forward networker and the selfish networker. So the pay it forward networker, they're always thinking of other people. I mean, there's nothing wrong with promoting your business, but you want to spend I want to say at least once a day referring somebody, even if it's just a connection referral, you know. And that's just so important.
Awesome. Ooh, Dani, do you have any other questions for Cindy? What time? What? Let's see. Oh, we've got some time. Does it? Oh, let me check and see if anyone has any questions here in the audience.
I can go further into live events. So when you're at a live event, you want to be the connector, even though you're not running it. Be the greeter. Like at the beginning, when people are walking in, become the greeter. And when you're walking around meeting people, even if you've never been to that event, you're going to go up to someone and say, well, hi, I'm Cindy. I really want to get to know you, but today I'm going to have it be about you. I'm going to connect you to two people today. Give me one or two quick sentences about what you do and what you're looking for. I'm going to work the room and I'll be back in about 15 minutes. So then I come back, work the room, and I give them the referral. But I want to learn about you. I'm like, no worries. We'll meet for coffee in a couple days, or we'll meet on Zoom or StreamYard, and you'll get to know more about me then. But today it's all about you. And you're gonna be very powerful in that event, because most people who come to events are like quick to hand their business cards, right? And another thing is you really shouldn't collect business cards. Just try to get their phone number. If you have a digital business card system, then you'll just put their phone number in your phone, and then you can do it that way and just send them your card. But it's crucial not to collect business cards if you can keep away from doing that.
That's good. That sounds like a Casey tip, doesn't it? Awesome. I love that. Sounds like Casey Everhart was something he would say too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so Stephanie has a question. What are some good networking events you know of where people can network and connect? Well, I know Stephanie has some ones to go to. What other ones are there, Cindy?
Well, there's BAM Connections, which is Stephanie's event every single Wednesday. And yeah, I'm pretty crazy. I invite about 60, 70 people every Wednesday. So I just go through my phone. And if you could find a text marketing system, it's really super easy. You could actually connect with Stephanie. She has something very lucrative that could actually help with that. We have Expand the Network with Casey Everhart. That's every Wednesday at 3 o'clock. You got to get in right around 10 till, because he closes the room at 3:02. And if you want a list of networking events, I could send that to you. Also, there's cross group networking. You can just go to crossgroupnetworking.com.
Dani, are you still doing your Monday?
Yes, yes.
afternoon?
I'm doing a network. Well, it's actually a mastermind on the second Monday. It's the title of it is Second Monday Mastermind at noon. So
Ooh,
that's super clear. And we meet just to talk about what our challenges are, to give each other business and personal advice, and then what goal we have for the month. And then we'll get back together and see how we did. So yes, absolutely. So let's make sure in the comments, either on StreamYard or in Facebook after this, that we put in the links to some of those events you just talked about. And I can put in my registration link as well for the Second Monday Mastermind.
Okay.
yes. Yes, we will
Yeah,
do
so
that.
Cindy, where would that be better? Are these comments coming up in Facebook, or should we wait till it's afterwards to post that information?
Yeah, they're live right now, and then after the broadcast, they'll still be there. And I'm actually going to create a LinkedIn article. Oh, also, there's the Mary West Network. That's different days throughout the week, because I actually spoke at the Mary West Network this past Wednesday, and I talked about this very topic. And I actually talk about all the different tools that you could use as a business. And another thing that's really cool, if you're in an affiliate marketing company or network marketing, and other people are in that as well. Let's say, for instance, most of us are in Mailbox Power or Alify. So when I do an article, or even when I interview someone in those companies, I always say, get back to the person who sent you, because I don't want it to be about me signing up in those particular companies. It's all about who sent them to that information. That way, I'm paying it forward, even more to everyone who needs to learn about these particular tools. It's so important to remember that. So I'm
Yeah,
going to create a LinkedIn article of today's broadcast, and then you can just share that, and it'll have networking groups on there as well.
awesome. So, I just have to share something really quick, since we have a little extra time, and I decided, well, I didn't decide, we decided as a group at Forward Friday to add news into our broadcast. And so, normally I don't watch the news because it's all full of bad news. So, I subscribe to this Instagram channel, all good news. So I'm only sharing. I'll be only be sharing good news. But I did hear that they're going to announce some more emojis. So when we're using emojis, we're going to have some more. And Dani, you're going to love it. Have you heard this?
Mm-mm.
They have like a hugging emoji. So
Mm.
you always send the emoji with the little hearts. I do all the time because I love hearts, and I love love.
Awesome.
So I knew you would love it too, Dani,
Yes,
'cause I
yes.
love.
Okay.
So I think there's about 15 new emojis coming out. So I heard that on the news. So I thought I would share.
Can I add?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm also an ambassador with National Day Calendar, and I've actually been sharing National Day calendars for, I want to say, quite a few years, probably 3 or 4 years ago. And last year, one of the executives actually reached out to me and said, "Hey, would you like to be a celebration ambassador?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's that?" "Oh, all you got to do is share our post, 2, 3 times a week." I'm like, "Hey, no problem." And so now I got asked to speak at their summit next year in Las Vegas. But the reason I'm bringing up National Day Calendar, uh, so today is Apple Dumpling Day, Monte Cristo Day, Professional House Cleaners Day of all days. And it's really crucial whether you're in Mailbox Power, send out cards, whatever system you use to send out gratitude. It's great because throughout the year, all you got to do is flip through their calendar. Go to nationaldaycalendar.com if you want to get notified. There's a really great newsletter, or you can order a calendar. So it's really great to figure out what all the national days are, the national weeks, national months. Matter of fact, in November, I'm super stoked. It's National Aviation History Month, and I'm a big airplane buff. And I lived by Travis Air Force Base when I was growing up, and I've always been intrigued by airplanes. So actually, in mid-November, I'm going to interview a ex F-14 pilot. I was almost in tears when he got back to me. And then
Mm.
Thunderbirds are interested as well. but it's also a National Random Acts of Kindness Month for November. And then December, National Brownie Day, I believe, is December 8th. So if you guys want some feedback on that, I could put that in the article as well, some of the days that I like. But it's really crucial for your business because you don't want to be sending out just birthday cards. You want to sell like National Popcorn Day, National Caramel Corn. There's also in January, near Casey's birthday, is actually Blonde Brownie Day.
Ooh, that's his
Yeah.
favorite.
So it's a really good way to connect and just send something just because. And you don't always want to be about the sale. Like I'll mix up my my marketing. Like sometimes it'll say, "Hey, powered by Surf City Aloha Gifts." Other times it'll say, "What are you grateful for today? What is your bucket list for the month of July?" You know, just examples like that. So you're mixing it up instead of being a sales card. Everything that you send.
Yeah.
You know,
Tell
like
us.
industries that they send nothing but sales postcards. You know.
Oh, I know. Tell us more about that, your bucket list and your pay it forward.
So I have two podcasts. They're actually on hiatus until October, but my Wednesday podcast normally is Wednesday at 1, 2, and 3 o'clock, and it's Bucket List Coach Web TV or web show. And then every Friday, starting in October, is Ask Cindy Connector Live, where I interview small to medium-sized businesses.
Awesome. Another opportunity to spread joy and love throughout. I love what you're doing, Cindy.
Thank you.
You have a heart of gold.
Thank you.
I can't. It's so weird too, like that we've never even met in person, and like we've become such close friends, and I feel like it's like we talk all the time, and then I'm thinking I've never even met her in person. Like I've never even like hugged this girl.
Mhm.
That's COVID. Has its negatives, of course, but the positives on the flip side is a lot of us I don't think ever would have met if it wasn't for everything being forced to get thrown on Zoom. So
yeah, and one thing I want to mention, it's nice to have an extra stream of income because right now, without getting too crazy about it, but with COVID, we don't really know what's going on. Yeah, so that's why I'm glad they have my travel business and also my marketing business. Because you never know what's going to happen. So it's nice to have the extra streams of income for sure.
Awesome. Yeah, so Stephanie's still watching. Thank you.
Las Vegas at the Bacon Bar.
Oh, you got to meet her in person. That's right.
Yeah.
In Las Vegas. I wasn't able to go to Las Vegas.
Well, you ladies are welcome. I have 2 extra bedrooms here. We can go to Disneyland. We can go to Catalina Island, spend a day in Huntington Beach, go down to San Diego. San Diego's about an hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on traffic.
Oh, awesome.
Wow, that's amazing.
Both in Washington State?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
We actually live like 10 minutes from each other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going there next year because I'm going to the museum with flight. So just waiting for all their exhibits to open up, and then we're going to.
Yay! Yes,
Oh,
come
okay, good. Yeah, we're just down the road from that. Super. Look me up. We have an extra apartment in our house that we just closed. We have an Airbnb. We're just closing it next month, so that I have more time to do other stuff. Talking about connection, I just and then the national calendar, I just have to share a story. So my husband and I are local coordinators for Green Heart Exchange. So if you ever want to invest, if you have an extra bedroom and want to invest in the life of an international student for a school year, look up Green Heart Exchange. It's a great organization. We had a student here from Paris, France, and she could make crepes. Like she'd just get a bowl and milk and eggs and flour and whatever. She'd just make it this huge bowl of crepes just by hand without a recipe. And so on National Crepe Day, I was in the office working, and she said, "It's National Crepe Day." And I'm like, "Yes, please." We had crepes for dinner. And so, but we've connected with like 17 we've hosted 17 or 18 students actually in our home. And so we have international connections throughout the whole world. When my husband and I retire, or maybe even sooner, we're just going to do tours to go see all of our students and their friends and meet their families. And so I just want to promote international connection.
That's awesome. Love it. Well, I think that's the end of our show, you guys. I told you, Cindy, right? It goes by so fast. It's like 30 minutes gone. So I hope everyone got some good tips and some love. And don't forget that we have a giveaway. So reach out to Cindy. Let's see. Where is your
Can I announce one more
here?
thing?
Cindy? Yes, go for it.
Yeah, so since it's Pay It Forward Friday, I actually want to do a shout out to the Fish for Life Foundation. So Fish for Life Foundation is located here in Southern California in Dana Point, and actually this Sunday we're going on a fish excursion. So what Fish for Life Foundation does is they do fishing excursions for kids and adults with special needs. So I actually get to coach a young person on how to fish. It's totally free. They got mermaids. They got all kinds of really cool stuff going on. So if you have any connections here in Southern California with families who have special needs, I just want to do a big plug to the foundation. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Cindy. Love you. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. And we will see you next week. We have another special guest confirming it right now. So we will let you know who that is.
Well, let's do the call to action before you end your broadcast.
Okay. Will you do it?
So anybody who likes your page on YouTube, so tell everybody what your YouTube page is.
So, okay. So let's see here. We have a YouTube page now called Forward Friday Live. Let's see here. Do I have a pop-up here? I'm learning so much from you, Cindy.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll practice, so I'll be a little more.
Not here. We can post it later. So basically, how the promo works. So if anybody here on the broadcast, if they go subscribe and comment, you have to make sure to hit the bell icon so you can get notified of other awesome videos. And then at that point, you can go to either today's video or any of the videos on their page. You're going to subscribe and comment. And then just leave a little message to the ladies here, and they can connect with me. And you'll get a 3-night giveaway hotel. So it's just so I cover the hotel, and that's all it is. You would have to pay for a flight, whatever. And then if you share that broadcast, that very broadcast on Facebook, you actually would get a 5-night giveaway, which could be Mexico, Hawaii, Greece, all kinds of fun things. It's really, really important. Anybody who's going to come on a podcast, you want to pay it forward to the people who are interviewing you, because the back end of doing StreamYard is very tasking. So I just wanted to thank you ladies for taking the time to do this. Appreciate it.
Thank you. And thank you for all the tips. I'm loving it.
Thank you so much, Cindy.
Have an awesome day, everyone who's watching. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.
Okay, bye, everyone. We love you.
Much love.
Namaste.